Good morning, traders. This is Vance Williams out of the Seattle area here in Washington State. It's Friday. It's not Friday. It's Tuesday, May 31st, last day of the month. That's 2016. This morning we're coming off a long holiday weekend here in the U.S. I think also in the U.K., at least earlier in the morning. And the main talk this morning is about Yellen, who was a tad hawkish on Thursday, and also the consumer confidence numbers out of the U.S., where we saw some of the best numbers in 7 years. So numbers continue to be positive for the U.S., poor for the Eurozone, where they're getting deflation. The euro-dollar pair has done its run to the high part of the weekly range. And as I said on Thursday, everything's pointing to U.S. dollar gains. Now, one of the things that's different about today is that this is the last day of the month. So this will result in a lot of movement by investors here at month's end. And this usually causes a little bit of different behavior. All right, so we're going to do kind of a brief session this morning. Let's start with the euro. You can see there was a level established right here by these 30-minute candle closes. That carries over to 111.50. If you were here at the time, you would have noticed this candle hold here, and this very next candle actually closes with a 5-minute above. Let's see what kind of move you got right above that. It was about 6.5. So if you were in here and you got in right here, and let's say you were aiming for 9 or 10, you would have hit your target right away, but your stop would have likely been right under this swing low position right here, and you would have eventually, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50. It would take about 50 to 55 minutes to hit your target, but you'd have done it. Now, actually, while I'm talking, you're seeing another move on the part, and you see that over a 5-minute period, the buyers and sellers reconcile at exactly the key level. Now, when it does close above it, it makes a bit of a bullish jump, about 5-6 pips. That's kind of small. Now, in terms of pushes, trend advances, pullbacks, and second pushes, you've got a move right here. The strength, let's check that. Starts here and goes about 10. We like to see a minimum of 18. I also like to see a smaller close above an important level so we can get our stop down lower. But this looks like it will probably go. Since London, this has been moving up, and I'll come back to the pound in just a moment. So that's that. Yeah, this is a bit of a weak move above this level. It's not to say it won't continue up. It's just not the setup that I would need in order to trade. One of the things you could do is if price pulls back, like maybe here, you could look for a trade, but do keep in mind that this move above this level is only about 6 pips. That's not a lot. So best trade was right here in this area, or when price pulled back into this area, again, that was potentially a trade as well. Let's see, what was the strength on this move here? That was still pretty weak, about 11. So, but you can sometimes, I might have adjusted this level here just a tiny bit, not much. All right, let's pop over to the pound. As you can see, the pound was trending up, and we got together on Thursday. I said it's likely to go down. It did. Coming out the day of the holiday, price was moving up, followed by a down move, an early session this morning that continued down through looks like the first hour and a half of London, and then it bounced back. So we're just sitting in the middle. This is really indecisive, and you can see if we look at the moving averages, they're just flatline. The moving averages are kind of a general indicator, but as I write in my book, if the trend is advancing and the moving averages are lined up correctly, they're accurate 100% of the time. So somebody who says, "Oh, moving averages are lagging," well, you listen to someone. You need to learn a little more. Let's see, anything else? Well, let me just show you my free ebook real quick. I don't have really anything to sell, nothing that makes a profit anyway. I do have a little $10 a month community purchase that you can buy right here. But I'm not going to make any money. I'm not even going to pay for the website doing that. But if you click right here on Forex Legacy, this banner at Forex Art of War, if you click on that, you'll see you go right to the book. There's no requirement for an email. And I think you'll find this is one of the most valuable books on Forex trading that you'll ever read. So if you're serious, read this book. I basically wrote that book right as I was planning to retire from currency trading after 11 years. All right, so that's about it for this morning. I really don't have anything else. If you want to write to me and ask me a question, it's really simple. My name, Vance Williams, and then just remember myself, VanceWilliams@myself.com. You can write me a question, and I'm happy to answer. So with that's kind of it for this morning. Told you everything that I see, and I'll plan on being back tomorrow morning. I know my site says 9:30 a.m. I'm going to change that. I'm doing that a little bit later now. Not all the time, but usually doing a little bit later. So just remember Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings. You guys have a great one. Thanks.